Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with Coco. I'm so excited that y'all are here. I hope you guys are ready for my next guest because he's one of the hottest Afrobeats artists here in the DMV. Help me welcome Freezynich. Hey Freezy.
Hi.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming on my show.
I feel honored. Thank you.
Yes. So Freezy's favorite cognac is Martell. So I curated a cocktail just for you, and it is called the Freezynich.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You made cocktails before?
Nah, this is my
All right.
first
So
time.
it's your first time. All right, bet. So I'll take it easy, So we're gonna grab the big shaker.
Okay.
So you want to grab yours? So we're gonna do like 2 full scoops of ice,
Okay.
and you can put your ice in there. Make sure the scoops is full now.
Okay.
Don't be nervous. All right. So we're gonna grab our Martell.
Yeah. What's up?
Yes. And then we're gonna take our jigger.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 2 ounces. So we're gonna fill the Martell all the way up to the top and pour it into the shaker.
Okay. Oh.
All right. And so then we're gonna flip the jigger over, and then we're gonna take our peach brandy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna do 1 whole ounce. So fill it up to the top.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So now is the fun part. We're gonna shake. So we're gonna take our bottom piece of the shaker, put it on the top. And what you want to do is grip the bottom and then hold the top so that it doesn't explode. And then we're going to shake it over our shoulder for like 5 seconds. Ready?
All right.
Wait, over your shoulder. All right. So we're going to pour it into our glass now. And so for that, we're going to twist the top, pick it up. Yep. And then we're going to pour it into our glass.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. And so now we're going to take our Coke.
Coke.
And we're just going to balance it out. So that just means fill the glass with Coke and stop. And then just a little touch because, you know, Coco always extra. We're going to take our Grand Marnier to top it off. So you're just going to sprinkle it around the top of the glass like that. Period. Yep. And the final touch is our garnish, which is a cherry.
Okay.
So we're just going to take a cherry and put it on the glass.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now we're gonna taste. So cheers.
Whoa.
Let's see how it tastes.
Wow. I like
It's good, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
I know that's right. All right, so now let's go talk about your artistry. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the episode. This episode is sponsored by Too Jaded Mobile Bartending Services, LLC. Hey guys, so it's Coco, and we're here with Freezy, and we're gonna talk all things Afrobeats, artistry, Legos, anything Freezy, okay? Let's take a shot first. Or a sip. Cheers. I did my big one with this drink. I just need y'all to understand.
She did.
All right, Freezy, tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Father Bobby, aka Freezy. I'm an artist, a law student, and I love music, and I like to just do good. I like to be a good person. So yeah.
Period. How do you an artist and go to law school? How do you balance the two? Like, first of all, let's talk about that.
Um, I think it's just living the dream. Living the life I've always wanted to live. I never thought I was gonna be a musician. I've always been a smart kid. Just know I was gonna be a lawyer. Then I realized that music is a way I could bring or get connected to a lot of people around the world. So I want to actually do a big one with this music and actually be international. So yeah, I'm an artist and I'm a law student.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I know you mentioned being a law student and like education was your thing. Do you think that like it's a cultural thing? Like your parents kind of forced that corporate American lifestyle on you, or did you know that you wanted to be a lawyer?
I'm this kind of person. I believe in the pen is my friend of the sword. So I've always known that education is a way out, even as a black person in this
Hmm.
society. So I've always known that okay, to actually make it in this life, I need some education.
Yeah.
I need to actually, have this money. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm
That's
going
why
to
you choose
school.
lawyer.
That's
That's
why.
crazy because true, I went to school. I wanted to be a lawyer too. I wanted to be an immigration lawyer.
Wow, that's
I
great.
think I'm just gonna be a consultant and help
Okay.
people with their immigration forms. Come to me,
Mhm.
come to me. I got two dudes. I got two. But we gonna hire Freezy as our lawyer, okay? All right. So you're originally from Lagos, a city known for its massive energy and music scene. How does your Nigerian heritage influence the sound or the aura of your music today?
Funny enough, growing up when I was a kid, I never really understood like my language called Yoruba. I was so poor in speaking my language, and I realized, growing up, I understood that how language is so important to us as a human being, and our language it represents you. So I realized that okay, I had to learn my language, and I understand that Afrobeats, a lot of people actually, enjoy the Yoruba, the way it sounds and everything. So I started learning my Yoruba, and I'm so great that even though I'm not perfect, but I'm actually getting there. So yeah.
That's
Hmm.
good. Okay, so when did you were you born in Nigeria and then
Yeah,
you came here?
I was born in Nigeria. I
Hmm.
spent some years in London. Then
Hmm.
I went back to Nigeria. Then I came here. So
Oh,
yeah.
so out of the three countries that you've been,
Okay.
where do you prefer?
Where I was born, Nigeria. I
Period.
prefer
Home is always where
Nigeria.
the heart is,
Oh yeah.
for sure. Do you go
Hmm.
back often?
The last time I went was 2018, I
Hmm.
believe. I plan to go this year, so let's go. Big up Nigeria.
Big up Nigeria.
Hmm.
So when did you move to from London to the DMV?
So basically, I went to Nigeria from London in
Hmm.
2012. And I went to Nigeria 2014, and I came from 2014 to America. So since 2014, I've been in America, and I kind of like it over here because of yes, like more diverse. I tend to know a lot of different countries that I haven't heard before in my whole life. I
Hmm.
get to see different people, different languages, different food, and different background and culture, and we all like come together. And that's what makes this country a really, really great country because of it consists of everybody around the world, and they all come here and live together. So I love America. Yeah.
You love
Hmm.
America. Okay, that's good.
Hmm.
All right. So, did you come from Nigeria and came to the DMV area, or where was the first state you went to when you moved?
Rhode Island. That's the
Okay.
smallest state in America, and trust me, living in Rhode Island makes your dream small. I don't ever lie to you. When I moved to DMV for law school, I realized that there's actually more to this country. But when I was in Rhode Island, I was a bit depressed because of you're not encouraged to dream or live bigger than, or
Hmm.
actually imagine that you could actually live this American dream in Rhode Island because it's a small state full of small people and everybody knows each other. So once everybody know you, they won't really give you that much respect. When I
Yeah.
got to DMV, I realized that there's different crowds, there's different people, there's diversity, and it's really great. Understand that okay, even though this crowd don't fuck with me, I could make another friend, another crowd from another
Hmm.
place. So it's really, really great, and it's a really big advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, once you moved to DMV for law school,
Hmm.
what was that transition like for you, and how does the creative energy here compare to where you're from?
So when I first moved over here, my mom, my brother, they thought I was crazy because I was like, "You're the only one in this place. There's no way you're gonna actually survive."
Yeah.
But moving actually made me understand that okay, it's always a big there's always advantage taking risks because when you take risks in life, you understand that okay, you cannot give up, you cannot I don't want to say the effort, but you cannot
Yeah.
effort. So you have to actually put your seatbelt on and actually get the game plan and get more creative because you know that this is like your last chance or this
Hmm.
is like your only hope. So that gives you that much creativity. So being over here, I feel like especially the fact that I know that I'm all by myself, it makes me actually be on my A game and actually try to be more creative.
That's
Yeah.
good. So, when did you start making music? Was it in Rhode Island and then you came here? Because you said that they weren't taking you serious back
So
in
I
Rhode Island.
I blew up. Funny enough, Rhode
Uh-huh.
Island is a state that once an artist come, I
Hmm.
have a big uncle that brings artists from Nigeria, like Kiss Daniel, Techno, Brother Smother, they all came to Rhode Island. I was the one that picked them from the airport. I was the one that took them to the hotel where they're gonna stay. Took them to the show because my uncle is the one bringing them. But you know, something about a small city. Once everybody knows you, there's not that much respect because they're like, I know where you stay, I know where your house is, you know, I know the things you do, you know, it's like they won't give you that much respect like that because they see you every day. But I did blow up people that like I actually had a big song that people were actually singing it. They're like, you know,
What song?
it was called Besoke. It was like an Afrobeat song that people were dancing to. But it was just like since they see me all the time, I can't really get that much
Hype off of
that
it.
like you know, yeah.
And so when you came to the DMV, then it's like, oh, these people don't know me
Don't
at
know
all.
me,
So this music is about to
and I had
hit.
to reintroduce myself, and I had to
Yeah.
come with different swag and different, yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So you came to the DMV for law school, right? So talk about the struggle to balance law school with your music career, and at like what points did you realize that you needed to like focus on one lane or the other?
So balance. Everything in life is all about balance, and nobody's perfect. Because some days I might think I'm doing something right, and it might not even be right. All of a sudden. But I think it's all about mindsets. It's all about because I think there was a quote that always stay with me. The quote says, "Stress comes from when you're not doing the things you're meant to be doing." So if you're doing the things that you have to do at the right time, you're able to come up with that balance by yourself. So you're not stressed that okay, if I have a homework assignment I need to get done, I'm doing my assignment first before I think about going to the studio and spend the whole weekend with my producer, so that I don't have that much stress on me. So it's about paying attention to things that needed to be done at the right time. So yeah.
So being disciplined and
Yeah.
having your responsibilities
Mm-hmm.
straight, because the goal is yes, I'm going to finish law school because
Mm-hmm.
that's what my career is going to be. But then also I want to pursue my passion of
Mm-hmm.
music, so I have to balance it. So
Yeah.
that's really good.
I'm,
So
and
go ahead.
also, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I'm not looking at you because
No, it's okay.
you do look good, and I'm
Oh,
like,
I make
I've
him
been,
nervous.
I've been a little nervous.
No,
So,
you're fine. You're
yeah.
fine. So does the discipline that's required for law school ever bleed into your music career, or like how did the two worlds completely separate you?
So being like we all know, being a lawyer is not an easy job. It
At all.
requires a lot of reading and stuff. So it helps me with my should I say my language?
Mm-hmm.
It helps me with my
My comprehension.
comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
It helps me understand like critical thinking sometimes.
Yes,
Like,
critical thinking is the
mm-mm.
number one thing for
So
law school.
I feel like I tend to comprehend both of them because of regardless of making music, you need to write your music, you need to understand the beats, you need to be able to like know the literature of different sounds and stuff. So
Yeah.
being a lawyer actually helps me, or actually going to class. I should say going to class and
Yeah.
paying attention to my lawyer, my
Professor.
professors
Mm-hmm.
actually makes me understand more about life. That okay, I could actually see this music as a business. I could see this music as like as a school, like because the more I make music, the more I learn. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. You said that your uncle was one of the promoters getting the artists here and you were behind the scenes. So
Mhm.
you started out as a promoter and influencer in Rhode Island. So how did that experience of being behind the scenes help you when you finally decided to step out in the spotlight in 2022?
Okay, so back to what I was saying. I said I would like to be. I'm the type of guy because I understand that the main people that control the main organization in
Mm-hmm.
life are always behind the scene. So stepping out to the spotlight, I just never seen as my kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if the way I'm living my life, I just feel like I'm always the one in the spotlight. I'm always the one in the first place. I'm always the one like if I'm in a ceremony, I get like a lot of respect and a lot of compliment from people. So I realized, okay, I get this is my thing. So I should not be try to stay away from it. I try to
Mm-hmm.
actually embrace it and actually appreciate the fact that there's a lot of million people in this world and
Yeah.
I'm appreciated by people. So that's really now I'm like I don't mind being in the spotlight. And
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be the spotlight now.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
okay, so when did you even really start making music? I know when you spoke, you mentioned that you started writing songs, right? So you're behind the scenes, you're taking in all the producing and like the production behind the scenes, and you were writing songs for other people.
Right.
So what made you decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna write a song and perform it myself?
So because I used to have a group of friends that make music,
Mm-hmm.
but they used to be so shy, and I think
Mm.
it's not because they were shy. I think because they just feel like they didn't have enough motivation, and sometimes the people around you could, give you a low vibration or like less support. So
Yeah.
I used to write music for my guy called Deco. Big shout out to Deco. Now he's a pastor, which is I don't even know, but big shout out to Deco. But back then it was so nice that everybody used to like, well, Deco do music. I used to write music for him, but he just never dropped a song. So
Mm-hmm.
one day I just got frustrated. I'm like, yo, I'm about to just make my own song and drop it. And from there, I just dropped the song and
What
I
was the
got
first song you dropped?
it was called. Ha,
Ah, he dropped so many he don't even remember.
no, no, no. The first song I did was actually called Tonight.
Uh-huh.
That was like my first song Tonight too, and it was like a really nice song, and people actually fucked with it, and I got to perform it, my first ever performance, and I was nervous that day, and I had to instead of me singing, I was dancing more because of I didn't understand what to do because I was more
Yeah.
easier because I used to be a dancer when I was a kid too,
Mm-hmm.
so I was easier to dance. So yeah.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned the lack of respect that you had in Rhode Island.
Hmm.
So what do you think that it looks like here in the DMV now? Now that you're producing music,
Hmm.
you're dropping music videos, and you're performing at shows, what is that experience like for you?
So I have a show April 22nd. Timmy Dre, which you guys know, Timmy Dre is performing in New York. He's gonna be the main artist in New York, April 22nd. So I would want you guys to come.
Oh, let's cheers to that performing on the
Yeah,
big stage
yep,
once
yep.
again.
So and I was able to get that kind of opportunity by being in DMV. I
Mm-hmm.
was able to get that kind of support by being in DMV. I feel like DMV is just so much diverse, and they accept Afrobeats. I think it's a state that involves a lot of different ethnicity, different international background. So I was able to get that opportunity because of people actually like Afrobeat. Afrobeat
Yeah.
is not the new wave now. I see my camera guy singing on my Malay song and stuff. So Afrobeat is like the new wave, and yeah, so I get that chance because I'm in DMV. That's why I'm able
Yeah.
to perform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you step into a room, you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that people just naturally give you respect. So that's like a natural aura that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you garner the support to produce these music videos and have the models on there, or
Mm-hmm.
even like a cameraman? Because you came to the DMV, you didn't know anyone. So how did you even get into the entertainment business here in the DMV with no knowledge of anyone
Okay.
here?
So first, it starts with having a positive energy and good
Mm-hmm.
energy. Because like I've always told like my people, like before you when you step into the room, before you say a word, everybody could actually observe the kind of person you are before you actually utter a word from your mouth. So when once you have positive energy and that kind of person that you're willing to see other people do good, people who want to do good by you, people who want to actually support you because you're that kind of person that actually step out of your way to help other people. And it's always been in like my own so I say my niche to always like want to do good towards
See, that's
actually
why the drink is called Freezynich because he just has his own
yeah,
stuff. See,
yeah.
I knew I did my big one with this drink.
I actually like the drink. So it's about being positive, and people will tap out of that, and people actually want to support you and engage with you and just know what you're about. Yeah.
That's good.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it is really important to have that aura to attract people to you and especially to garner that support
Hmm.
so people can continue to watch your videos,
Hmm.
follow you, and even support you, right?
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah.
so, how much of a successful music career do you
Mhm.
think is about the talent versus the energy and the vibes that you bring into your stage?
So I think it's more about first talent is a really important thing. You first have to have talent. You gotta have a good song for people to actually want to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then it takes more about being humble.
Yeah.
I think humility, like being able to be humble and be able to like accept that you're not above anybody. Everybody is just as special as you are. Having that mindset that okay, if you're gonna be given an opportunity, you have to actually appreciate it by I'm actually appreciate the fact that I'm in your show. It's
Oh,
really
thank you.
thank you very
Yes.
much
No,
for
thank you
that.
for reaching out.
So
Honestly, it's an honor.
yeah. So having the fact that being humble, it plays a long way to be successful in life in anything, not about music, in anything you do. Just having the fact that you're humble. So it's just the fact that I am a humble person. That's why I feel like my music is getting appreciated because of I take myself way down. I don't think I'm above anybody. I'm the one begging people that you're listening to my song, even though I know you don't even have a Apple Music or Spotify. I tell you, okay, go to YouTube, go to somewhere, so just please just click that link or just no. So I'm
Yeah.
that humble enough to like put myself so down so I could get people's love and support. So yeah.
That's good. Speaking of you being humble, right? You performed on big stages before,
Mm-hmm.
and you performed with a big artist, Kisano.
Yeah, kiss that.
Yes. So, what was the biggest lesson you took away from such high pressure performance on stage?
Oh, it's just, first put God first in everything you do. Believe that it's not by your power. Believe that you have the almighty power, and you have the belief that okay, wherever you do, wherever you perform, and how you perform is gonna be like your best. So first, give the very best, and believe that anything you do, they would appreciate it. So that that positive energy already, it helps your performance, and it helps the fact that you don't have to get nervous because it's okay to be nervous. I always tell people that it's okay to be nervous, but it's not okay for you let the fear of being nervous affect you. That will not be okay. So I accept that I'm nervous all the time, but I don't let that control me. I don't let that um create or actually affect the way I'm supposed to be myself. So I tend to
Yeah.
always want to be myself every time.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good. So we love that you yourself and like being on that big stage
Yeah.
put into perspective of like what your future could look like, right? So now
Yeah.
you're performing with another artist,
Timmy Dre.
Timmy Dre. So you'll be performing with Timmy Dre in New York.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he came from Rhode Island
Yep.
to the DMV, got your weight up,
Mhm.
got your support, and now you're even performing at shows in a whole nother state. So let's cheers to that because that's actually really amazing.
Yeah.
Like I really love that for you.
Mhm.
And being as though you're going to New York, make sure y'all pop out, okay? Like, don't sit here and just not pop out and support because
Mhm.
when he is the main artist in the main stage, you
For
never
real,
know. We
for
might
real.
have to get you on Afrofest. Like, I might have
Nah,
to call my people, like,
nah, for
yo,
real.
Freezy trying to
For real.
perform.
That's actually my goal this year. I really want to perform at
For
Afrofest.
real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
hear it.
Yeah.
Freezy trying to perform. So you already know. Let's get
Oh, yep,
connected.
yep.
That's good. So like speaking of Afrofest, like that is a huge concert, like a
Mm-hmm.
huge show.
Festival.
Like
Yep.
do you feel like you'll get nervous or like
I
you're
mean,
so humble, you're like, I'm just go out there, God got me, and I'm just go do my best.
if I perform at Afrofest, the first 1 minute, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'll just be appreciating the moment and
Yes.
smiling and blushing, and that's gonna make me believe that there's power in the tongue, and also that makes me believe that wherever you put your mind into, it actually will come to pass. Yeah.
That's good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy for you. And I'm
Yep.
glad that you were able to get out of that small state of Rhode
Mm-hmm.
Island, come to the DMV, like get connected and network with so many people
For real.
and still focus on your law school
Yep.
because you are still a law student.
That's the main important thing.
So, how many like okay, so you've dropped plenty of songs
Mhm.
and music videos. What's the hottest song that you would say that you've dropped right now?
The song I just dropped tonight, and it's
Tonight.
actually doing numbers right now. It's
Mhm.
really, I cannot believe it. Actually, people actually like the song, and I get
Why
like,
can't you believe it? Like it's your song. Like you did that. You did your big
nah,
one.
sometimes when you just drop a song, because I actually dropped a song on my birthday. I just
Mhm.
feel like dropping something for like my first single for the year.
Yeah.
So I was just like, let me just drop this song, and people actually like it, and you
Did
know,
you did you not feel too confident about that one song, or
I
like why didn't you think it was gonna get as much traffic as it's getting now?
First, so the producer that made the song for me, I think he actually liked. Now I'm just thinking about it right now. The producer might actually like the song because of it got me a difficult time to get the song from the producer. So
Mhm.
I guess he was trying to like maybe like trademark the song or whatever the case might be
Mhm.
because he actually was the one that made the beat.
Yeah.
But Now that people actually like the song, I see why.
You understand why it took so long. Like, patience is a virtue, you guys. Yep. Like, the producers were making sure your song was great. We clearly see the numbers that it is great. Talk us through the whole music video aspect. Like, how did you get into the music video? Like, because you dropped the music video.
Yeah, I did.
So how was that?
So that was a performance video that I did. So it was just, I didn't even plan it. It was the videographer that actually planned it because he said he actually liked the song because it's a more like a Afrobeat and a reggae type. So he was like, let's do something like this. Let's have the mic drop and have me and the model be on one side together and while the song perform. And she was actually singing the lyrics because that was the first time she had the song. So she was like, so I guess the lyrics were like more easier to say. So for the first time, I'm having people just sing my lyrics in front of me, and it was like,
sing your songs in front of you.
In front of me. It was like more like
it's
personal.
Really,
I appreciated the movement, so it was like I really liked it.
That's good. So we're gonna look out for more music videos. Make sure you guys support. And so the now phase, right? Yeah. So you mentioned you learned a lot from your past mistakes and like gained a lot of confidence. So how could you go back to the version of yourself that just started dropping music in 2022? And what piece of advice would you give him today?
Tell him that you're gonna make it. You're actually making it, and the fact that you're alive, that's the first thing. Because I feel like waking up every day is the main miracle in life. So once you wake up every day, just know that whatever you do, it's a miracle. So don't give up and just believe in yourself. Just have to just keep believing in yourself, and don't try to put yourself short. Don't try to put yourself that you can't do this. Never even doubt it. Doubt should never even be your mind. It should just be, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And I'm telling you, even Elon Musk right now, that's a billionaire. That's how he made it. He just said, "I'm gonna do it," and he's a billionaire right now. So we should keep that belief that whatever we do, it's gonna happen.
That's good. So tell the people where they can find you, how they can listen to your music, where to follow you on Instagram.
My name is Freezy. You can find me on Instagram, Freezynich, on Spotify, or Freezynich, on Twitter, Freezynich also. And watch my new song. I'll listen to my new song that I just dropped tonight, and it's really nice. Thank you for actually, using out your time to actually watch me and Coco.
Thank you. Yes. But I see you ain't finished your drink. Y'all, when I say he been drinking this drink, like
really good.
So we're gonna do a challenge. Oh shit. Go ahead, finish up because I was about to say we're gonna do a challenge, but you don't need to do the challenge. You can just drink. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Freezy and Coco. So this is your drink to go. So I made one for you to go. Wow. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.